the political temperature to rise even higher here. The state which is the epicenter at the moment of the protests, was this therefore really only a limited opposition strategic alliance?
Views expressed in this blog are hosted on my own website, are strictly personal and do not reflect the views of any organization.
Namaskar. Hello and welcome friends to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Now, 2024 has been the year of the opposition in India when it comes to politics. Yes, the Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party has come to power once again. It's a rare hat-trick of wins. Yes, the BJP is still party number one. Yes, Narendra Modi is still Neta number one. But the fact is that the party which was hoping to completely dominate the Indian political landscape at the start of the year, was talking about 400 par and 400 plus seats, is now well and truly in a coalition arrangement where almost every week we are seeing some policy rollback or the other. And yet there is an intriguing question I want to raise on Straight Bat, my friends. Mr. Modi is having to adjust to life as a coalition leader, but what of the opposition itself? On Straight Bat, let's ask a straight question today. Is the opposition India alliance now over? This may seem a strange question to ask less than 100 days after the general elections that saw a revival of the opposition. But it is a question, my friends, that needs to be asked, if only because the health of a democracy is dependent on a strong, robust, and importantly cohesive opposition. Let me give you some straws in the wind that indicate that maybe slowly but surely the India experiment may even be coming to a close. The first one comes from West Bengal, the state which is the epicenter at the moment of the protests over the rape and murder of a young doctor tragically in a government hospital in Kolkata. Remember, it's not just the BJP that has hit the streets with its protests, but the left and the Congress is also protesting against the Mamata Banerjee government. Now remember, of course, that the left Congress and the Trinamool Congress are all part of the India alliance. Yes, we know that the left and Congress fought against the TMC in the Lok Sabha polls. But the fact is, after the polls, when Parliament met, we saw the TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee sitting next to Rahul Gandhi in the new Parliament. Is that bonhomie between the Congress and the TMC that we saw in Delhi now over, buried in Kolkata? My sense is that this tragic Kolkata rape and murder has only widened the gulf, not just at the state level, but at the national level between the Congress and the TMC. We all know that the West Bengal Congress chief Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was against Mamata Banerjee. And Mamata Banerjee, for her part, did everything she could to defeat him in the Lok Sabha, successfully as it turned out, putting up cricketer Yusuf Pathan against him. But now I sense that the bitterness could well reach Delhi too. Rahul Gandhi's remarks pointing out the administrative lapses in the Kolkata rape and murder case prompted an angry response from Mamata Banerjee. The West Bengal Chief Minister seems convinced for a while that Rahul Gandhi is close to Sitaram Yechuri and the left. And the latest war of words should leave no one in any doubt. The TMC and the Congress have moved even further apart. A TMC spokesperson on my show a few days ago openly claimed that the India alliance was over. The Congress will now attempt to grow in Bengal ahead of the 2026 polls, assembly polls there, with or without the left by its side. But certainly it seems without any India alliance with Mamata Banerjee. That chapter could be over, as maybe the Congress senses an opportunity to gain in Bengal at the expense of a wounded Mamata, who's now battling on many fronts. Let's now turn to Delhi, which is going to assembly elections in February 2025, not too long away. In the last few weeks, it's apparent that there is no question of India allies, Congress and AAP, even attempting to fight the Delhi elections together. Recall the two parties just fought the Lok Sabha polls together in Delhi and drew a blank, 0 out of 7. Since then, the Congress and AAP have charted their own path. Kejriwal, Chief Minister, is still in jail. He hasn't got bail yet, and the Congress senses an opportunity to exploit the leadership vacuum. Internal reports of the Congress suggest that the party can recover part of its lost Dalit and Muslim vote in Delhi if it makes a serious attempt. A clear sign of the times is the Congress doesn't even want to consider any alliance anymore with the Aam Aadmi Party in Haryana, where it had won in the recent Lok Sabha polls. So confident is the Congress at the moment of winning Haryana that it wants to go alone. It is convinced that it can sweep Haryana and so has rejected all attempts by AAP for an alliance. So TMC gone, AAP also gone. Let's now turn to Maharashtra. It's the other big state going to the polls in the next few months, the really big one. Here there is certainly greater compatibility for now between the three India allies, the Congress, the NCP Sharad Pawar faction and the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray. But for how long remains the key question. Uddhav Thackeray is very keen that he is announced officially or unofficially as the alliance's chief ministerial candidate. Sharad Pawar may be willing to give him some assurances, but the state Congress is certainly unwilling. After emerging as the party number one in the Lok Sabha election in Maharashtra, the Congress is convinced that it can become the single largest party in the Vidhan Sabha elections too. Why should we not aspire to the chief ministership if we become the single largest party? A senior Congress leader told me recently. There is also the knotty question, KNOTTY, of seat sharing. There is likely to be a fierce competition between all allies for maximum seats, and expect this to become a tricky issue in the weeks ahead. The alliance will hold for now because it sends power, but that is only till the election results are out. After that, it will be purely a numbers game. Let's turn to another state going to the polls and look at the India alliance there, Jammu and Kashmir. Here too the India alliance has ruptured. The Congress is fighting the elections in alliance with the National Conference, leaving out the People's Democratic Party of Mehbooba Mufti to fight on its own. So here too now you will have constituencies, especially in the Kashmir Valley, where the Congress NC will be on one side and they will fight their India ally, the PDP, on the other. India alliance again ruptured. Let's now turn to Kerala, where even the left and the Congress here are likely to come soon face to face with each other in the build-up to the 2026 Kerala Assembly elections. The Congress is sensing that this time the anti-incumbency against the Pinarayi Vijayan government will be enough to ensure that the party returns to power in the state after a decade in the wilderness. Expect therefore the political temperature to rise even higher here in the run-up to the Kerala elections, with India allies, Congress and left pitted against each other. And then of course there is the big one of Uttar Pradesh. The Samajwadi Party Congress alliance here worked like a dream in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. But will the alliance still be in place for the 2027 Vidhan Sabha polls or even the by-elections that are due in a few months from now? No one is quite sure just how Uttar Pradesh's politics will evolve in the next few months and years. All of which leads me back to my central question. Is the India alliance of the opposition that was forged in the summer of 2023 over? Remember, the person who was driving the alliance then was Nitish Kumar. He is of course now back in the BJP's embrace. Was this therefore really only a limited opposition strategic alliance stitched together at the time with the sole intent of trying to defeat or stall the Modi juggernaut in 2024? Now that the mission has not entirely succeeded? Is the India alliance back to square one with old animosities and rivalries being slowly revived? Should we say already that yet another experiment in attempting coalition building amongst unlikely allies is breaking down? My own view is that the key to all of this, and listen carefully, lies with the Congress and Rahul Gandhi. The 2024 Lok Sabha elections saw an unexpected revival of the Congress with 99 seats, nearly twice its 2019 tally. The rest of the opposition needs the Congress today as its central magnet. The question is, does the Congress need these regional allies, or will it revert to Ekla Chalo Re politics sooner or later? The Haryana and Maharashtra elections, especially the latter, might hold the key. What was once seen as a broad India alliance may now eventually end up as a more limited and smaller Congress-dominated, Congress-centric group. That's how politics changes in this country. Think about it. That was the Straight Bat. Do, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind. Namaskar.